Good evening, football fans. We're here on a nice, cool September night. We have the North Scott Lancers against the Davenport West Falcons. It is North Scott's homecoming, so you know they'll come into the game ready to play. We got West coming in. They come in sporting a 1-4 record, and it's actually a fairly even game if you look at the offensive and defensive stats. North Scott's a little bit better on offense, and they're last in defense, and West struggles a little bit on offense, coming ninth in the conference in offense, and Davenport or North Scott's fourth in offense. So we should have a pretty evenly matched game here, and as you can see, West will be receiving. We have try and get a number on him. I think it's Deontrez Overstreet back to return. He is the sixth leading rusher in the MAC, averaging just over 100 yards a game. We got John Russ to kick off. You also hear John Russ's name on offense. He's one of the leading receivers for North Scott. And then Russ is up. Here's the kick. It's a deep kick. A little fighting over it. It's taken by number 9. He breaks it on the right side, and he's brought to the ground by a host of Lancers. Number 9 is Matt Kanakaris. So Davenport West will come out here. Their quarterback is Josh Thiessen. He's junior, 5'11", 165 pounds. Their big horse is Deontrez Overstreet, like I'd said before. He's their running back. They come out in just a straight I back. Number 40 is the fullback. That's Ronnie Smeltzer. Just a straight pro formation. And Thiessen drops back, throws it out. He finds Smeltzer out in the flat. He brings it up for a gain of about 14 yards on the play. Nice start there for Davenport Assumption. A little play action pass. North Scott's really going to be keying on Deontrez Overstreet. So that was just they faked a little lead play there, and the tight end, the fullback snuck out into the flat and caught it and took it upfield. So we have a 1st and 10 from about the 38-yard line of Davenport West. The handoff goes to Overstreet. He breaks through the middle. Takes it up, a gain of about 6-7 yards on the play. Overstreet's a good-sized kid. He's 6 foot tall, weighs 175 pounds, has a little bit of upright running style. When he needs to, he can get those. He can build his weight behind those pads and take on some tacklers. Number 33, Gage Bates, runs into the play. They come out. Almost a reverse wishbone here. The handoff goes to Smeltzer. He breaks it over. It's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he gained about 3 yards on the play. Let's see what the referee has to say. They're going to give him a 3rd down here. 3rd and short. Big play here. Look for Overstreet to get the handoff here. Little confusion here. Number 80's running onto the field. That's Tyler Harrington. He's a wide receiver. 32 came off. That's Gage Bates. He was one of the fullbacks in there. So we have a straight I formation with 2 tight ends. Handoff goes to Overstreet, and he's tackled for a loss. A loss of about 2 yards on the play. Let's see what the decision is here. We have at about midfield. It's going to be 4th and 1. It looks like the punting team is coming onto the field. Probably a wise decision here in the first quarter. They don't want to give up too much field position here, and if they get stopped, that gives North Scott, who has a very potent offense with their leader Randy Schmidt. And we got Caleb Burt back to return the punt. He's the free safety. He's also the backup running back. Number 8 comes out. That is John Hardake. A nice punt. Calls for a fair catch, lets it roll out of bounds. Looks like it goes out of bounds about the North Scott 20-yard line. All right, so North Scott will be coming out here on offense, and they'll run their traditional no-huddle pistol formation. Pistol formation is the quarterback's in a shotgun with the running back straight behind him. There's 9:26 to go here in the first quarter. Score 0-0. Randy Schmidt, he's the second leading rusher in the MAC from the quarterback position. It's a little fake. He drops back. He's got a man open. It's Ricky Grimes wide open down the seam. He's making a couple of moves here. He gets to the outside. A tough stiff arm, and he's brought to the ground by number 15 on the play after a gain of about 62 yards. Chris Burney brought him to the ground on the play. So North Scott's no huddle in here. They're going to go. They got trips to the left, a single receiver, Grimes to the right. You'll hear Grimes, you'll hear Gumpert and Russ as receivers. You'll also hear Ty Williams. The handoff goes to 23. He breaks it up the middle. He takes it down. He's tackled by Deontrez, the free safety. He takes it all the way down to about the 4-yard line. That's a gain of 14 on the play. 23 is Blake Bleen. He's the third leading rusher for North Scott. The handoff goes to Bleen. He breaks it up the middle. Touchdown, North Scott Lancers and Blake Bleen. Just a simple read play there by Randy Schmidt. He handed it off to Bleen. Bleen took it up behind his big hosses and dove across the end line for pay dirt. John Russ is the kicker. Justin Kreider's the snapper. Brady Verbrugge will hold on the play. John Russ has a nice strong leg. He struggled a little bit with his accuracy in the pass. Good snap. The kick is up, and it's good. All right, folks, with 8:59 to go here in the first quarter, North Scott Lancers lead your Davenport West Falcons 7-0. All right, folks, here we go. John Russ in the kickoff. Again, Deontrez Overstreet is back to return. Have a quartet back there. They're going to try and get in Overstreet hands as much as they can. He's one of the best athletes on the field. Russ slips when he kicks off, but he gets a nice boot down to about the 3-yard line. Overstreet brings it up to the left-hand side. He breaks through, and he takes it out for about a 27-yard return out to about the 30-yard line. Good return, good starting position here for Davenport West. Let's see if they can mount a little drive here. They spot the ball at the 29-yard line. You'll hear a lot of Kreider name coming out of my mouth tonight. There's two different linebackers for North Scott. One's a sophomore, one's a senior. Justin and Colin Kreider. They make a lot of tackles along with Joe Pancrantz. We got trips to the right, tight end to the left. Smeltzer goes into motion. Little pitch out to Overstreet. He breaks it to the outside. And he takes it out, maybe a gain of 2 on the play. There's been enough games played this season that Overstreet's not a secret anymore. They know that he's averaging over 100 yards a game. West has struggled to pass the ball a bit, so they are going to be keying on Overstreet. Guarantee when they see that Overstreet step to the right, all 3 linebackers are going to be going with him. North Scott comes out in a 3-4. They roll up their free safety. Thiessen rolls out. He's got a man open. It's 83. Oh, and he just out throws him. Dylan Wiley. Nice throw there by Overstreet. Just let him a little bit too much. Overstreet did get Wiley did get behind the safeties. Bird is one safety, and Verbrugge is the corner on that play. North Scott has struggled against the pass this year. Obviously, they struggled against just about everything. They're last in the league in defense, so I know that Coach Tippett over there really wants them to button it up quite a bit. They're in shotgun here. Thiessen drops back. He's looking for a man. He breaks out to the left. He's looking for a man. And he's brought down by a host of tacklers. 53. Justin Kreider was first on the pressure, brought down by Mitch Hughes, and Caden Holst were a couple of other ones that helped to bring him to the ground. So we have a 4th and 12. Coach Mosier might get with Thiessen there and let him know just to chuck that ball into the stands, not to take the loss on the play. So Hardeek's back to punt. He's shown a pretty good leg. It's a poor snap. Oh, we have a flag on the play. Looks like Northcott called a timeout. That's exactly what happened. So there was no flag on the play. Northcott just called a timeout. They may not have been ready for that snap, for that play. It's unfortunate. So we'll take a little break here, and with 7:55 left to go in the first quarter, Northscott's leading 7-0. All right, here we go, folks. Hardeek's back to return. Now we got a little confusion here. All right, the referee's going to blow the whistle to start the clock here. We got Ty Williams and Caleb Burt back to return. Well, looks like we got a return. It's a bad punt. It's a bad snap. He does get it off. Actually gets off a pretty good punt under the circumstances. A fair catch called for by Ty Williams. It looked like there was a little confusion on the play. Unfortunately, Northcott had a return on the play, and so there was no real pressure put on Hardeek there. And I was watching him a little bit in the warm-ups, and Hardeek's got a heck of a leg on him. He can kick it pretty well. Northscott's got excellent field position here. They're Davenport West 44-yard line going in. So they got 5 wides, 3 to the right, 3 to Schmidt's right, and 2 to his left. Bleen goes into motion. It's a little fake. Sidesteps one guy. He's got Ty Williams open, and he takes it in the end zone for a 44-yard touchdown strike. What a beautiful little sidestep there by Randy Schmidt. He's a very mobile quarterback, probably the fastest guy on the team. Just takes a little sidestep there. Nice block by, I believe it was Kreider, taking that man right out of the play. Sidestep to the right, saw Ty Williams down the middle of the field, and he threw it for a strike there. Again, when you have a single high safety like that, you're going to, against those 4 verticals, you're going to run into some tough situations if they get behind those linebackers or those corners. All right, we got Russ in the kick. For Brady, nice cold. No good. A little bit of a poor snap by Kreider there on the play. Verbrugge did a good job of getting it down. It just happened to throw the timing off there, so John Russ pushed it off to the right a little bit. All right, with 7:36 to go, so that was a 19-second scoring drive. We have 13-0 Northcott Lancers. All right, folks, here we go. We got John Russ in the kickoff. Again, Overstreet back to return. Got a different up man this time. Number 9 is Kanakaris. Hope I'm saying his name right. We got a little bit of a loop here. Oh, and he takes a big hit. I'm not sure if they were going for a onside there or they were trying to do that on purpose, but Mitch Bowman came down and lay a stuck on the Davenport West Falcons. All right, here comes Thiessen into the game. Thiessen showing a pretty strong arm tonight, trying to get the ball down the field, and he's had a couple opportunities, just barely missed them. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him go back to that a little bit. So we got 2 tight ends and a single receiver to the right and I-backs. The handoff goes to Overshoot off the left-hand side. He's brought to the ground on the play by Big Mitch Hughes. Excuse me, that was Nathan Pauly. I want to make sure to get that right for him.
75.
Yep, that was 75. So we have a gain of about a yard on the play. So we got a 2nd and 8 from about the 37-yard line. Northcott gets their defense. They run a 3-4, try and get more athletes on the field. Smeltzer goes into motion. It's an end around. Holst just slides into the play. Takes Hardeek down on the play. Holst read that right out of the chute, got up the field, and just happened to be, but unfortunately he fell. But he was just sitting there, and Hardik had all his momentum going and got taken down on the play. A loss of about 7 yards on the play. Here comes 80 into the lineup. That's Tyler Harrington, a 5'11", 160-pound senior. So we're going to have tight twins, both right and left. And we have a false start. Looks like everybody knew the snap count except for the center there. He snapped her a little bit late after everybody kind of got going. So they'll walk that off for 5 yards. So this will give us a 3rd and 20 on the play. Wouldn't be surprised to see a screen or a draw, something like that. Third and 20. You don't put many in the playbook to pick up 20 yards on one play. You hope they all go for touchdowns, but you also know. All right. He does drop back, and he's pressured on the play. He's brought down by Caden. Looks like we got Caden Holst on the play, and Keegan Long got in there to put some pressure on him, bring him to the ground for the quarterback sack. Coach Brunken over there was excited about that play. He's their he's their defensive coordinator. So we got a 4th and 25 here. Hardik is back to punt. We got Burt and Williams back to return. It's a little bit of a poor snap. Almost blocked. Good. Got a good punt off, though. Oh, he dropped it. And it looks like, oh, what a play. Ty Williams started running with that ball before it got to him. And it was recovered on the play by number 30. That's Colin Gillespie. Good hustle there by Gillespie. That was almost with the poor snap, it almost turned into a block. But like I said, Hardik's got a nice leg on him, gets it nice and high in the air. Probably should have fair caught that ball, but he tried to run with it. Ty Williams was just trying to make a play, and he left the ball behind before he got going there. So we got 2 tight ends, I-backs, Smelter and Overstreet. The handoff goes to Overstreet. He breaks it off the left-hand side, and he's just stacked up by a host of Lancers. Plays blown dead. Overstreet just threw the ball off of number 48, Jacob Arp's face mask. That'll be an unsportsmanlike conduct. Tell you what, Coach Moser is not going to be happy with that, because that's going to cost his team 15 extra plays, 15 extra yards. That is very unfortunate, because Davenport West just got a big break on the muff punt. Now this is going to push them back over the 50-yard line. It'll put them back to their own 48-yard line. They're going to have a 2nd and 25. That's a dead ball foul. It was after the play, so that play will count. They won't rerun that play, so it cost them a down, plus it cost them 15 yards. You just can't do that, folks. You lose your cool. And I don't think North Scott's totally innocent in the play, but Art gave him just a little extra shove at the end. But Overstreet's got to keep his head. He can't retaliate like that, because they're always going to catch the second guy. So we got Tripp wide receivers to the right and a tight end to the left. It's a rollout to the right. 50 puts a little pressure on. Overstreet throws it up. Tipped by Verbrugge and brought in by Joe Pancrantz. What an athletic play. Verbrugge the receiver again, got behind him, but there was just not enough on that pass by Thiessen to get it to him. Verbrugge got just a finger on it. West did have their hands on it, but it went over his head. Pancrantz came back from his linebacker position, and was able to pick that right off the ground. So we have a 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line in North Scott. They're coming out with no huddle. They got 3 receivers to the right and 1 receiver to the left. And Schmidt's going to keep it. He breaks up the middle. He breaks it to the outside. If he gets to the outside, Overstreet misses the tackle. He comes up. He's wrapped. No, he was not wrapped up. A gain of about 25 yards on the play. Nice run there by Randy Schmidt. Shows you why he's the second leading rusher in the MAC, folks. So we have an official's timeout.
The chains.
Moving the chains. Looks like we had an injury for Davenport West coming off the field. Thomas Gutierrez, one of their defensive linemen. Not sure what's going on with him. All right, we got the pistol formation. Trip receivers to the left. Schmidt in the shotgun. The handoff goes to a gain of about 8 yards on the play. Nice physical tackle there. Blake Bleen on the carry. So we have a 2nd and short. They're all checking their wristbands. That's where their plays are written down. Trips to the left. They got a little sprint out to the left. He's got a man open. It's Ty Williams. He breaks it to the outside and he takes it. Oh, and he just fumbles it. Ty Williams just sat down in the middle of the zone there, was wide open. Schmidt kept his eyes downfield, made a nice read, used his legs a little bit to get to the outside, carried the ball a little bit like a loaf of bread, but he got out there. So we got trips to the right, to the wide side. And the handoff goes to Bleen. He jumps, and they give him the touchdown. That's number 2 tonight for Mr. Bleen. Touchdown, North Scott. And there's your foghorn, folks. The Lancer mobile. Oh, I think I saw that. I saw that in the parade. Looked like somebody sawed the top off an old station wagon with a sawzall. It was quite fancy. All right. We got John Russ in the kick for Brody to get a hold. It's a good snap. Looks like it's a good kick. All right, folks, here we go with 3 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We have the North Scott Lancers 20 and the Davenport West Falcons 0. All right, here we go, folks. We are back, and we got John Russ in the kickoff, Overstreet back to return. So Davenport West is in a need of a big return here. So they pop it up, and he calls for a fair catch. Smart play by their number 21, Skylar Kraft. He called for the fair catch. They get the ball at the 35-yard line. That is excellent field position. You can call, people don't think about calling a fair catch on the kickoff, but you can call a fair catch on the kickoff or on the punt. The difference between the two is on the kickoff, it is a live ball. If he doesn't catch it, it can be anybody's ball. All right, so we got kind of the power eye here with Overstreet. Dot in the eye. Got a little pitch out to Overstreet. He gets to the outside. Oh, and he just slips. He's brought to the ground by Tom Allen. He gains about 2 yards on the play, but as he went to cut up there, he slipped and was more brought to the ground by one of those white lines than any North Scott Lancer. Overstreet looks like he can run pretty well. Coaches might recommend he try to get that one to the outside because he looks like he's got some pretty good wheels on him. So we got the power eye. It's up to the inside. Looks like he's got Caden Holst. Came in, brought him, wrapped him up, and then a host of Lancers came out. We had Mitch Bowman come up and take him to the ground along with Tom Allen. Caden Holst is an outside linebacker, but he has excellent speed. Moves around really, really well out there. You'll notice him if there's pressure on the quarterback. Usually, a lot of times it'll be his name coming out. So we got twin tight ends here. They got a little rollout. Holst is coming, and he takes him to the ground for a loss of about 7 yards on the play. Unfortunately, Thiessen never felt him coming. Holst came around that edge like a rocket and brought him to the ground. Holst is not the biggest linebacker in the world. He's only about 6 foot, 195 pounds, but he moves real well out there. So we got Hardik back to punt. We got Williams and Burt back to return. It's a good snap. The punt's up. It's a nice high punt, nice spiral. Oh! Let's see who recovers it. It went off the North Scott. There is a scrum under there. There's probably some pinching and scrapping and scraping, and they're going to give the ball to North Scott. Now, some of you might have seen the Packers Seahawks game this last weekend that they called simultaneous possession. That one wasn't right. It should have went to the Packers, but this one it looked like there might have been simultaneous possession on the ground. That is going to go to the recovering or the team that is coming on offense all the time. That's just the rule. That's the way it is. So Burt should have probably just called Peter there and got out of the way, but at least he got it back. We got Schmidt in the shotgun with twin receivers right and left. The handoff goes to Bleen, and he breaks it out for a gain of about 8 yards on the play. Takes it out to about the 49-yard line. They like to keep the tempo going. The only thing that slows them down a little bit is trying to get the receivers in the right area. You'll oftentimes see Grimes lined up as a single receiver, and you'll have the other three. They go on a hard count here. That's an easy 5 yards. Good discipline there by your offensive lineman. That'll be a neutral zone infraction. They'll walk off 5 yards. That'll be enough yardage for a first down. So we'll have a 1st and 10 at the Davenport West 46-yard line for the North Scott Lancers. We got twin receivers right and left. Another hard count there. And we got a sprint out. He finds Gumpert out. And he gains about 10 yards on the play. Noah Gumpert, he's caught about 18 balls on the air. He's one of the top 15 receivers as far as receptions go in the MAC. You have John Russ, who's also in the top 15. He's got 17 receptions on the air. Little bit of a high snap. Bleen breaks to the outside, gets outside, and he's brought down on the grade. The initial hit was by number 22, Kamani McQueen. That might be my favorite name of the night, folks. That's a fun name, Kamani McQueen. There was that old actor Steve McQueen. He was called one of the biggest bad bleeps in Hollywood. We got Trips receiver to the right with a stack. Single receiver Grimes to the left, Bleen in the pistol. And Schmidt keeps it on the read play. Takes it up, looks like he gains about 7 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 3rd here going into the second quarter. That is the end of the first quarter. The North Scott Lancers are leading the game right now 20-0. There wasn't really any other bad ones. All right, here we go, folks. We got twin receivers to the right and the left. We got a 2nd and 2 here. We got a pass up. Goes to Ty Williams. He's brought down on the green by Overstreet. Looks like he gains about 18 yards on the play, down to about the West 3-yard line. McQueen is coming off the field. So we got trip receivers to the right. See if he hands it off to Bleen. It goes to Bleen, and that's 3 touchdowns tonight for Mr. Bleen. He went into the end zone untouched there. Just a little read play, a little inside handoff, and sure enough, it was an easy touchdown for North Scott. Those seam patterns have been open all night for North Scott. They're just gashing them down the seam. All right, here we go, folks. Let's see if West can put a little pressure on this extra point here. Kreider the snap. Good snap. Good hold. The kick is up by Russ. And it is good. So 15 seconds into the second quarter here, your North Scott Lancers are leading the game over the Davenport West Falcons 27-0. All right, we are back here, football fans, and we have John Russ to kick off, Overstreet back to return. His posse that are in front of him is number 44. That's Carter Thompson. He's got number 30, that's Colin Gillespie, and he's got number 9, that's Matt Kincaris. It goes to Kincaris. He breaks it up the middle, makes a nice little cut there. He's brought to the ground on the play. Looks like he's brought down by number 17, Joe Pancrantz, one of the starting linebackers. He takes it out to about the 26-yard line. So again, they have a solid starting field position here. Well, let's give it to him at the 25-yard line. We'll start off 1st and 10. Thiessen's going to run into the game. Let's see if they try and slow down North Scott a little bit here and run the ball a little bit. Looks like they were trying to do that the last time out. They came out in their power eye with 2 tight ends. This time they're just in the straight eye with 2 tight ends. Single receiver split out right. The handoff, little crossbuck there, goes to Overstreet on the play. He's tackled for a gain of nothing on the play. See what Coach Mosier has cooked up here. So here comes Smeltzer, the fullback, off the field. Looks like they're going to bring in an extra wide receiver here. Maybe to see if they can get the passing game going. Again, they've had some open receivers tonight. They just haven't been able to connect on those. There has been a little bit of pressure put on Holst. On Thiessen. He's probably been sacked a couple of times. Twin tight ends, and he's tackled on the play. That's Colin Kreider, one of the linebackers, got a hold of that jersey, and he wasn't about to let go. Looks like we had a loss of about 11 yards on the play. So we're going to have a 3rd and 21 here. Here comes the fullback Smeltzer into the game. Here comes Tyler Harrington. So again, they got 2 tight ends, eye backs, Overstreet dotting the I. And they fake it in around here. The pass goes to number 84. He's throwing a little bit low, a little behind him. That's Seth Stubbe. That's one of their captains. He's a tight end and a linebacker, or the defensive lineman. So here comes Hardik on 4th and 21 here. Burton Williams back to return. Look for North Scott to just do a kind of a punt safe here. Probably set up some type of return. It's a low punt, end over end. Williams picks it up, breaks it out to the side. He's brought to the ground by number 44 on the play. That's Carter Thompson. He's a 5'8", 158-pound senior. So North Scott starts with excellent field position. They're at the Falcons' 37-yard line. There's 9 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the second quarter. North Scott's leading the game 27-0. Looks like we have a timeout called by, I think it was called by Davenport West. So we'll take a little break here with 9 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. North Scott's leading 27-0. We ready? All right, here we go, folks. Russ goes into motion. The handoff goes to Bleen. He breaks it up the middle. He's got a wide open, nice tackle, nice open field tackle there by Overstreet. Gains about 12 yards on the play. Hit Overstreet, not made that tackle. That might have been Bleen's 4th touchdown of the night. We got number 19. He's a new one into the game. That's Cam Sorensen split out to the left here. It's a rocket screen. Out to Gumpert. He's brought down on the play by a host of Falcons. 34 is Philip Searcy. You can't tell from the camera, but Noah Gumpert, 6'4", 200 pounds. He is one big old wide receiver. He's got excellent hands. He plays basketball too. He moves around real well on the basketball court. He's an excellent rebounder out there. All right, so we got 5 wide receivers. Bleen goes into motion, and it's just a little bit of a rocket sweep fake, and Randy Schmidt kept it and broke it up the middle. Looks like he gained about 3 yards on the play. So we have another timeout here for Davenport West. So it's 3rd and 1 here with 8 minutes and 49 seconds left to go here in the second quarter, excuse me. North Scott Lancers are leading Davenport West 27-0. All right, here we go. North Scott's got a tight end. That's Kreider in there. The handoff goes to Bleen. He breaks to the outside. He bowls his way forward. Looks like he's just short. Takes it down to about the 1 yard line. Number 50 was in as the tight end. I'm sorry, that's Keegan Long.
And on that side.
He came in and played a little fullback there. He's staying in there. Keegan Long is kind of built like a refrigerator, short and stout. The handoff goes to Bleen. He breaks to the outside. That is touchdown number 4 here in the first half for Mr. Blake Bleen. That's a heck of a half, folks. He keeps going at this rate. He's going to have the North Scott rushing touchdown record for a single game. Just a nice little lead player there off the end. Keegan Long just crashed it down, and Bleen took it to the outside. Russ in the kick for Brugge to hold, Kreider to snap. Had somebody jump there. They're going to call that offsides on North Scott. Looked like the end there jumped. The referee pointed at somebody. He was pointing at number 74. Sorry to call you out. That was Dexter Gollinghorst. Pointed back at himself like, not me. I'm sure Mr. Gollinghorst never does anything wrong, just like any other boy in high school. All right. So that'll take him back. This will make this a 25-yard extra point. Russ has got the leg for this. Good snap. Good hold. The kick is up. And it's good. That is actually an unfortunate thing for Davenport West because he actually missed the shorter extra point. He pushed it off to the right. That's Russ's typical miss there. So with 8 minutes and 25 seconds left here in the second quarter, North Scott Lancers are leading Davenport West Falcons 34-0. He's been in a couple of times. Oh. All right, here we go. We have Russ in the kickoff, Overstreet back to kick. And let's see if they pop it up or if they kick it deep. Oh, he kind of squibs it down there. Goes to number 30 on the play. He breaks it up the middle. Nice little run up to about the 35, 36-yard line. The return was by Colin Gillespie. So if you guys have watched any other North Scott games this year, their normal running back is Josh Lemkeman, but he is not in there tonight. I've been trying to scan the sideline looking for him. I don't know if he's injured or if they decided Mr. Bleen would give him a better chance, but Mr. Bleen's making all the most of his opportunity here with 4 touchdowns. So the referees are trying to get everything set here. So we got shotgun. The handoff goes to Overstreet. Nice little run up the middle here. Takes out for about a 9-yard gain on the play. Brought to the ground by number 24. That's Brady Shively. So that is Overstreet's best run of the night. Got him going north and south. Again, he's a good-sized kid. He's 6 foot tall, just under 200 pounds. Can move pretty well. He's been averaging over 100 yards a game, like I had stated before. So they got 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers. The wide receiver goes into motion. The handoff goes to Overstreet. He gets to the outside. He tries to cut it up. Looks like he's going to be close to a first down on the play. They are going to call it, stop the clock here. I think they're going to want to bring this one in for a measurement. Nope, they are going to give him the first down. That's a first down for your Davenport West Falcons. Let's see if they can mount a little bit of a drive here, folks. Here comes their bigger, they like to run with 2 tight ends almost exclusively. They'll shuttle in and out wide receivers for their fullback. Smeltzer's in. 80 goes into motion. That's Tyler Harrington. The handoff goes to Overstreet. He takes it a gain of about 7 yards on the play we'll give him. Nice run there by Overstreet. He's an excellent north-south runner. He's kind of one of those one-cut runners. Probably have a lot of shake, but don't really want him to. You want him to put that foot in the ground and get upfield as soon as possible. So we got tight trips to the right, a single receiver to the left. Number 9 goes into motion. That's Matt Kanakaris. A little bit of a tough snap there to Thiessen. He did the smart thing and just kind of ran it up there. Look at him carry the pile. Nice tough run there by Thiessen. Takes it all the way out for about a gain of 6 on the play and a first down Davenport West. Showed some good strength there to push that pile forward. Little bit of a broken play. Worked out well for West though. Here comes Smeltzer into the game. Looks like they're going to have their power eye in. Bates and Smeltzer, when they come in, those two are both fullbacks. Oh, Bates lines up more as a wing back. Little bit of a pitch out here. Nice. He slipped the tackle there, Kreider. Maybe a gain of about 2 or 3 yards on the play. Made the most out of that. They put Bates in kind of a wing back there. His job is to come off and kind of set that edge, let Overstreet use his wheels and try and get to the outside. They're going to keep Bates in the game. So the clock's ticking here. There's 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Now we have a kind of a wing back to the right. Just a toss sweep out to the right. He breaks it up to the inside. Takes it for a gain of, looks like it's a gain of about 5 yards on the play. So we got, so we have a 3rd and 5. This is probably 4 down territory right here, so they can run it or pass it. They've been having some better success here with the run game. 2 tight ends, single receiver to the right, eye backs, Overstreet dot in the eye. The handoff goes to Overstreet. Looks like he gains about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. We'll give him 2. So we got a 4th and 3. So he's Coach Moser's telling his wide receiver what he wants the play to be. And they're going to call their 3rd timeout of the second half. They want to think about this 4th down play a little bit. So with 4 minutes and 13 seconds left to go here in the second quarter, North Scott Lancers are leading the Davenport West Falcons at North Scott's homecoming 34-0. All right, here we go. The handoff. Oh, and he's stuck to the ground. What a hit. Brought to the ground. I'm going to get a number on that. It looks like that is Kreider. That was just Justin Kreider. One of the captains came up and just laid a big old hit there on Gage Bates and just stopped him right in his tracks. Beautiful, beautiful tag. That was a just, you tape that one and you show it to those little league football players, because that was just a clinic on how to tackle a guy. Wrap him up, keep those legs driving him, and drive him straight to the ground. All right, it looks like we have a different running back in there. We got number 36. Is that Colin Kreider in there at running back? It is. The handoff goes to Colin Kreider. He breaks to the outside, makes a nice little move. Takes it down for about a 21-yard gain. There's been a few running backs to come back through North Scott with the number 36 on their back that's had a little bit of success. We have a coach's defensive timeout here. Or I'm sorry, referee timeout. A couple of the 36, well, one of them was Brent Decker. He was an excellent fullback back in their mid-90s. The pass goes out. It's to Gumpert. He breaks one tackle, and he's going to take it to the house for a touchdown. A 44-yard strike from Randy Schmidt to Noah Gumpert. Noah, again, is a big wide receiver. Ran through an arm tackle there at Davenport West. Took it in the end zone for a touchdown. Just a simple slant play, and once he got past the cornerback, it was he was taking it to the house. John Russ in the kick. Good snap. The kick is up, and it's good. So with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to go here in the second quarter, you got your North Scott Lancers leading the Davenport West Falcons 41-0. All right, here we go. We got John Russ in the kick, and Overstreet back to return. Let's see if he kicks it deep again, and he does. Looks like this is going to go to Kanakaris. He breaks it up the sideline. Oh, he's got a little, oh, he's going. A nice return out to about the 38-yard line. Looked like it was about a 28-yard return. Nice setup there by Davenport West. He broke it up through those blocks and took it out to give him excellent field position. Let's see if they can get a little bit of momentum going here. So we got two tight ends, a single receiver to the right. The handoff, well, a little bit of an option play there. Haven't seen that one. Kind of the old read option, just where you mesh with that fullback, and then you read the end. If the end's crashing, you keep it. If the end's running up the field, you'll give it to the fullback, or you'll keep it yourself. So the clock is running here. There's 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. We got a little roll out by Thiessen. He's looking for a man. He's got 84 Stubbe. Nice tackle there by Brady Verbrugge. Nice throw. Nice. Had a man open. Again, he had him open almost the same exact play. Little rollout. It's just a little flood play out to the right flat. Get that quarterback going to his strong side, and he put it right on Stubbe's numbers there. Tyler Harrington's going to run the play in. So the clock is still running here. There's 2.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter, excuse me. Harrington goes into motion. It's a little bit of a pitch out. And Keegan Long comes in and tackles him for a loss of 6 on the play. Keegan Long got... Oh, we have a penalty on the play. They'll discuss it. Hopefully they're faster than the NFL replacement refs. If you've watched any of those games, those refs add about 45 minutes. So we got a hold. We have a hold against North Scott. Or I'm sorry, against West. And they're declining it. Looks like Brunken wanted them to accept the penalty, and the players decided otherwise. Personally, I agree with the players. It's a 5-yard loss on the play, plus a loss of down. And West has had a difficult time of throwing the ball. Let's see if they can do a little flood play. So they have twin receivers right and left. Thiessen's in the shotgun, flanked by Overstreet. He just throws a bullet to number 8 there. That's John Hardick. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. Thiessen just put that back foot in the ground and just unloaded on that one. Hardick made a nice catch there. So they're running in. Yeah, a little confusion here for West. They need to get that play in. They don't have any timeouts left. So they're going to hustle up to the line of scrimmage. You got tight trips to the left. Yep. Took a little too long to get that play in, did Coach Mosier. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the yards they just gained on that pass, they'll give right back. So we're going to have a 3rd and 16. Again, if they can get a gain of probably 10 yards here, they'll probably seriously thinking about going for it. They are down 41 points. I would expect to see some type of bootleg, something like that. Get Thiessen outside of the pocket. He's give him a little bit of time. Watch for Holst breaking in here. They keep in the pocket, and he's brought to the ground by Caden Holst for a loss of about 7 yards on the play. So that's the 2nd sack of the night for Mr. Holst. He might have had one earlier, probably 2.5 sacks tonight. So we have a 4th and very long here. Apparently the chain gang has given up on the play, and they decided to go down to the other end of the field. I think they got a little ahead of themselves. Now they have to figure out where they were at before. They experienced chain gang. They'll get it figured out. So you have Williams and Burt back to return. You got Hardick into punt. They run a spread punt. 2 wide receivers. Hardick punts it. It's a nice high punt. Fair catch by Williams. Williams makes a fair catch about the 32-yard line. So the clock will stop with the change of possession. So with 37 seconds left here to go in the second quarter, North Scott Lancers are leading 41-0. Let's see if North Scott will either they may come out and kneel on it, or they might just hand it off a couple of times and see what happens. Schmidt's still in the game. Kreider's in the game. They have apparently taken Bleen out of the game after his 4 touchdowns. The handoff goes to Kreider. He breaks it up the middle. Brought down on the play. Looks like it's by number 55 made the initial hit. That's Thomas Gutierrez. Overstreet came up and cleaned him up. Gain of about 8 yards on the play. The clock is running. Looks like North Scott is content to go in here at the second half, or go in here to get ready for the second half after that play. So with here at the end of the first half, the North Scott Lancers are leading the Davenport West Falcons 41-0. So it's a happy homecoming so far for your North Scott Lancers. All right, here we go, folks. We're back here for the second half. We'll recap the score. It's 41-0 North Scott Lancers over the visiting Davenport West Falcons. North Scott put on quite a halftime show. They had their silver shakers out there, and here's the kick. Goes back. It's a short one. It's taken by Bleen on the play. He breaks it to the right, takes out the outside, breaks it out. He's got some running room, cuts it back. Oh, and he just tripped up at about the 49-yard line.
Tripped up by the turf.
Yeah, it looks like he just slipped over his own feet there. It is a little bit wet out there, I bet. It's cooled down quite a bit from earlier today, so we got probably a little dew on the grass. But a nice return there. A return of about 34 yards on the play. Okay, Schmidt is still in the game. They got Colin Kreider, and the handoff goes to Colin Kreider. He breaks it up the middle. And North Scott's offensive line is just getting an excellent push here. I think he was probably 5 yards down the field before anybody even touched him. They're just North Scott does a real good job of getting their athletes in the weight room, and it's showing. They're just kind of dominating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. See if they keep it here in Kreider's hands. Looks like we have an offsides on North Scott. West nearly jumped there, showed some good discipline, didn't cross. So they'll take him back 5 yards. It'll make it it'll make it a 2nd and 8 on the play. So they're barking in some signals here from the sideline. Schmidt's calling out a couple of last-minute instructions to his troops. Snaps back. Handoff goes to Kreider. He breaks it up, breaks it to the outside. Just barrels his way out for a gain of about 12 yards on the play by Kreider. Kreider also plays linebacker. He's a big kid. He's 5'11", 190 pounds. Just real built, just real stoutly built. Good low center of gravity. So we got trip wide receivers to the left and twins to the right, 5 wide receivers. Russ goes into motion. The handoff goes to Russ. It's a rocket sweep. He breaks to the outside. He takes it down the sideline. He's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Scott Lancers, and John Russ takes it in from about 38 yards out. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. It's holding against North Scott. It's thrown out there. It's probably one of those wide receivers that got a little hold of somebody there. With the head of steam that he had going on that rocket sweep, probably didn't need to hold. He was gonna get to the outside. Rush showed some good wheels there. So they'll take him back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. That'll take him back to the 40-yard line. It'll make it a 1st and 14. So they're rolling the clock here. There's 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Because North Scott's up 41 points, the clock will continue to run. The pass goes to number 4. That's Alex Cole. He takes it from the 40 all the way down to about the 20-yard line, a gain of 20 on the play. Little surprised to see Randy Schmidt still in the game. They might be letting him just play out one more series and get him out of the game. Number 10 comes in the game. That's Tom Allen. You got number 19 as one of the receivers. That's Cam Sorensen. Get you some of the other players. The handoff goes to Kreider. He cuts to the outside. He's brought to the ground by Smeltzer on the play. Let's give you some of those offensive linemen that have been looking real tough out there. We got 53, Justin Kreider. He's one of the captains. We got number 59. That's Chris Bohr. He's another captain. Looks like we got a number 60. That's Kane Johnson. He is just a sophomore. 6'3", 250 pounds. Big kid. Got number 56. That's Ben Kakak. And I'll get you the center's name here in just a second. Trip wide receivers to the right. The handoff goes to Kreider. He breaks it up the middle. He gets it, and he's brought to the ground on the play. Nice tough run there by Kreider. He takes it down. Looks like it's going to be a 1st and 10 at about the North Scott 8-yard line. Or the Davenport West 8-yard line. Number 74 is your center. That's Dexter Gollinghorse, 6'1", 240 pound senior. So we got trip right receivers with a stack to the left, a single right receiver to the right. The handoff goes to Kreider. He breaks it up the middle, gains about 3 yards on the play. Let's get to the names of some of the other kids out there. Looks like we got a number 25. That's Sam Atkinson. Is one of your wide receivers. Number 4, Alex Cole. He's already got a catch tonight. Number 10 is Tom Allen. He starts on defense. Looks like we got number 19. That's, I said Cam Sorensen already. Excuse me. Still have Schmidt in the game. The handoff goes to Kreider. He just kind of barrels it up into the middle. He's brought down by a host of Davenport West Falcons. We got number 63, George Campbell. He is a captain. Help bring him down. 72's on the field. He's one of the defensive linemen. That's Matt Mayo. Smeltzer's out there. He's 54 is out there. That's Colton Postian. See if they keep it on the ground here again. Yeah, the handoff goes to Kreider. He breaks into the end zone. Touchdown, North Scott Lancers and Colin Kreider, number 36. There's the Lancer mobile sounding its horn. All right, with 6 minutes and 5 seconds left to go, we have 47-0. Russ is in to kick for Brugge to hold. Kreider to snap. Kreider is related. He is the kick is up and good. So with 6 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, John Russ kicks a field goal to put the Lancers up 48-0 over the Davenport West Falcons.
Go to one high school and do backflips. I am so impressed.
All right, here we go, folks. We have Alex Larson in to kick off. He is a 6'1", 180 pound senior. He runs up, kicks it off, kind of kicks it no man's land down there. It's picked up on the play by Kanakaris. That was about the perfect kick. He kind of kicked it down there no man's land. It takes a while to get to it and gives your guys a head of steam to get down there. They tackle him at about a 19-yard line. It's probably the worst field position they've had all night. All right, let's see what Coach Moser has cooked up here. Let's see if they made some adjustments at halftime. Let's see if they get Thiessen out on the edge a little bit more, give him a little more time to pass, or if they try and keep him in Overstreet hands and just get him up and down the field. Here's Overstreet. He breaks to the outside. He breaks through run tackle. He's running hard, folks, but he's just he gets through one tackle, and there's another guy there. North Scott's doing a good job of gang tackling him. He gains about 1 yard on the play. One of the defensive coordinator's favorite favorite sayings is rally at the ball, party at the ball. Get there, put one hand on the ball, and keep putting them on the ball until you get them to the ground. Right, we have twin tight ends, a tight receiver. It's an end around to Hardeek. He tries to get to the outside. He's brought to the ground on the play, it looks like by Tom Allen and Brady Shively, I believe. Little end around there. He was in a Hardeek was tied up to that tight end. It was almost like a wingback counter, you might call it. Smelter's coming out of the game. They're going to run Canicaris onto the field, along with Harrington. So they got tight trips to the right, tight end to the left. Canicaris goes into motion. Deason's looking up. Oh, he gets pressured right away, and he just had no time back there, folks. He had absolutely no time. A host of Mitch Hughes, Chad Orman, number 65, Dylan Gollinghorst, they were all there. Brought him to the ground. So we have a 4th and 11 here. Deason's coming off the field a little bit slowly here. Looks like they dinged his ankle. Good job by Overstreet to help him off the field. Hardeek back. He picks up a roller back there. Gets off an excellent punt. Fair caught by Ty Williams at about the 49-yard line. All right. So there's 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The clock has been moving pretty quickly. The North Scott Lancers are leading here at their homecoming, 48-0. Let's see who they bring out here. I see some numbers I don't know. I see a 51, Lincoln Karstens. I see a 55. That's Dylan Van Berrycom. Van Barrycom? Van Blaircom, thank you. Can't see who the quarterback is. Pancrantz is sometimes the backup. The handoff goes. All right, I'm going to have to get some new numbers, folks. 24, that's Shively. He plays on defense. Looks like they got 19 in there. That was Cam Sorensen. Cam Sorensen is a junior, so I wonder if they're maybe grooming him a little bit for next year. He's a big kid, 6'3", 200 pounds. Shively will probably get a few carries here. Sorensen keeps it. Nice read there. Nearly fumbles. Breaks it up. Looks like he takes it out for a first down there. Sorensen moves pretty well out there. We have number 8 in there too. That's Austin Arp. 32 is Scotty Edmondson. Get you some West. Looks like they still have a lot of their starters in there. I see Gutierrez in there. Number 33 is Isaiah McClellan. There's a blitz. The handoff goes to Shively. I was faked out there for a second. Nice mesh point. I was looking back. Number 63 came shooting through there. George Campbell, he's one of the captains. I thought he had the ball carrier there for a second, but Sorensen had handed it off to Shively. Shively took it out for about a 10-yard gain and a first down. So the clock is ticking down here. So we got trip wide receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Sorensen in the shotgun. Snap goes back. Oh, and he fumbled it. Oh, looked like it nearly came out. Nice play there by Mr. Campbell. George isn't going to give up here. He's going to keep shooting those gaps, playing hard. Loss of 1 on the play. Give George Campbell a TFL, tackle for loss. Whoops. Yep. Number 51, forgot the snap count there. That's Lincoln Karstens. He might be the smallest guard in the MAC at 5'9", 185 pounds. All right, so that is the end of the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, we have the North Scott Lancers 48 and the Davenport West Falcons 0. Here we go. We got trips to the right and Sorensen in the shotgun. He sprints out to the right. He throws it to Alex Cole. Gains about 6 yards on the play. This is one of those. Woo, I'm sorry, I was just watching the Davenport West Falcons. They had that one of their cheerleaders. He was probably a good 10 feet in the air, if not higher. A heck of a throw. All right, we got twin receivers to the right and single receiver, or trip receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Shively in the shotgun. Handoff goes to Shively. He breaks it up. He's brought to the ground on the play by number 44. That is Carter Thompson. This is one of those hard situations when you're North Scott Lancer. You want to let your boys play a little bit, so you want to see Sorensen throw it a little bit, but you don't want to act as though you're trying to run up the score or anything like that. So I'm sure Sorensen will throw a few passes here. Sorensen keeps it, breaks it up, pushes his way forward. Looks like he gains about 4 or 5 yards on the play. That was fourth down. He did not get the first down, so it'll be Davenport West ball. Get a good stop tonight. Davenport West may be down, but they're not out. They're going to keep battling, folks. They have some heart. All right, Thiessen limped off the last time. Let's see if they keep him in there. They're short somebody. Not sure who it is. Looks like they were short a so it's got players running on the field here. Thompson's coming on. 61 is their center. That's Jack Berta. Got a new quarterback in, number 13, Tyler Leitner. Goes to Thompson to the outside. He breaks it up. Nice run here by Mr. Thompson. Nice push. Gain of about 12 yards on the play. That's a first down. The clock will keep moving here. Here comes Deontrez over straight back into the game. Thompson's coming out after a nice run. Hardeek's back in there. 68 and 63 are the guards. That's Trevor Netzel and George Campbell. It's a little pitch out on Deontrez. He's tackled on the play by number 48. That is Jacob Arp. So we have a 2nd and 5, a gain of 5 on the play. Nice start there. Number 52 is one of your Davenport West tackles. That's Seth Brown. The handoff goes to Deontrez. He breaks up. Ooh, he just runs over a guy for a first down. Gain of 7 on the play. One of the North Scott Lancers, Mitch Bowman, got back on his heels a little bit, and Overstreet just kind of showed him where to sit down and took it out for a first down. See if I can get you that. Number 64. That's Dakota Van Ryk. He's the last tackle for Davenport West. The handoff goes to, I don't think that's Smeltzer. That's number 30. That's Gillespie. Nice run there. Just a little inside handoff, right? A little trap play. Gain of about 8 yards on the play. We'll give him 7. Having a little success here against the North Scott Lancers. Little pitch out to Overstreet. He breaks it up to the inside. He's brought down on the play by number 70. That is Chad Orman. So we have a 3rd and 1. Here comes Hardeek into the game with the play. A few Lancers that are out there. Looks like we have Tom Allen. Oh, looks like we have Joe Miser. Split backs. Handoff goes to Overstreet. He takes it up for a gain of 3 on the play and a first down. Now, a lot of times when you see split backs like that, if you watch college, or really mainly college, they don't run it much in the pros anymore, but college, split backs, about 75% of the time, it's actually a pass when they run that. Woo! Again, I'm watching the West cheerleaders. They nearly dropped one of them, but they got her. They're all still alive down there. We got trip receivers to the left and a tight end to the right. Goes out to Overstreet. Somebody did a good job of setting the edge there. I want to give that guy credit. Number 80, Harrington, did an excellent job of setting the edge on that play. Gave Harrington plenty of room to run out there. Gains about 11 yards on the play. Do we have a flag? We do have a flag. Maybe that's why he did such a good job of setting the edge, because he was holding. I thought it looked like a good block. He had his hands on the inside. He didn't have a blatant hold of anything. They'll take him back from the spot of the foul, 10 yards. So we'll have a first and about 18 here. See what Coach Mosher sends in here. I have a feeling it'll be a pass, a little roll out. See what Leitner's arm's like. Little roll out to the right. He loads up. Oh! He had a man, but he threw it behind him. Number 42 was open on the play. That's Nick Keppy. Number 33 came over, had his hands on it for North Scott, Justin Horner. Went right through his hands. So we have a 2nd and 18 on the play. Or 2nd 18 here. Thompson's back in the game, along with Gillespie in the backfield in the I. 2 tight ends, single receiver to the right. Handoff goes to Thompson. He gets some running room, runs through a couple of tackles, takes it down, a gain of about 24 yards on the play. Nice run there by Thompson. Ran through a couple of arm tackles by the North Scott Lancers and took it out for a first down. Heck of a run there by Mr. Thompson. Here comes Harrington into the game with the play. He'll tell Leitner. Leitner will call it out. Let's see if they give Thompson the ball again here. See if he can pick up some more yardage. He's had a couple of nice runs. He's already got over 30 yards rushing in this quarter. The handoff goes to Thompson, breaks it up to the inside. Little less running room this time, but he's really chugging those legs, pushing hard. Probably gained about 3 or 4 yards on the play. They're going to give him 3 yards on the play. Nice run Nice running there by Thompson. He's not the biggest guy in the world. They got him listed at 5'8", 158 pounds. That's probably about true. Oftentimes they overinflate him. Leitner up under center. Pitch goes out to Overstreet. He breaks it up to the inside. Gains about 3 yards on the play. Overstreet has a real straight up and down running style. You don't see a lot of that in the in the NFL. They try and get them to run a little more behind their pads. But there was one Hall of Famer that did run straight up and down like that. His name was Eric Dickerson. He ran for the Colts, the Raiders, and the Rams. And he was a heck of a running back. So we got split backs, Smeltzer and Thompson. The handoff goes to Thompson. He breaks it up, and he's brought to the ground by a host of Lancers. Jacob Miser was in on the play. Zach Grissom was in on the play. Number 11, Mitch Bowman was in on the play. 64 was in on the play. That's Michael Jevic. Sorry, Michael, if I just butchered your last name. So West is doing a good job of just putting a nice little drive together here. There's only about 1:20 left, so let's hope they can get it in the end zone. It's a sneak by Leitner on 4th and 1 there. They're going to give him the first down. So we're going to have a 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line going in. So because of the difference in the score, the clock is still running. It doesn't stop at all, except for change of possession. Let's see if Leitner can get them into the end zone. Handoff goes to Thompson. He breaks to the outside. He takes it. He cuts back. Touchdown! Carter Thompson. Nice running there by Mr. Thompson. He broke it to the outside, to the left. He cut it back and put a nice little move there on the safety and took it to the end zone for the Davenport West touchdown. Thompson did a heck of a job running on that drive. He had over 40 yards rushing on that drive. So we got Moses is 12 men on the field is the call. So that'll take it back. Espinoza. Moises Espinoza is the kicker. Let's see what kind of leg he has. He was hitting from about 40 in warm-ups. This is a 25-yard extra point. The kick's up, and it is good. Leitner was on the hold. It was a good snap. So with 43 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter, the North Scott Lancers lead 48-7. You ready? All right, we got John Russ back to kick off. Espinoza, and we got number 33. That's Justin Horner back to Espinoza kicks off. Looks like it goes to Alex Cole in the play. He breaks it to the right, then back to the left, takes it to the outside. He gets shoved out of bounds. It looks like at about the 37-yard line of North Scott. So the clock is gonna probably run out on the North Scott Lancers here in Davenport West. All right, folks, so as the clock runs down, there's less than 10 seconds left. Here at North Scott's Lancers Stadium, at North Scott's homecoming, the North Scott Lancers put on an excellent performance tonight on both offense and defense, and they won the game 48-7 over the Davenport West Falcons. That pushes North Scott to a 3-3 record, and that puts Davenport West at 1-6. Thank you, folks. This is Joe Uloa with Family Ties Production. Have a great night.